Hey guys, so I figured that tonight I would go ahead and break down how I analyze a stock. Maybe someone might learn something from it or not, but I figured I would share. I think a lot of times when we learn things, we should try to impart information. I'm big on that, so that's what I'm gonna try to do real quick. Hopefully, it won't take too long in this video. But now, right now, I'm looking at Facebook, right? Specifically, I'm looking at a 15-minute, as you can see, 15-minute Facebook chart. Now, 15 minutes because I typically do day trades. So what happens is once you place your in point or you take an entry into the trade, it tends to materialize within that trading day. So I think that's the best way I think I could put it. Why I decided to choose 15-minute chart for this example. Um, Now, what you're looking at here specifically, right? Stock chart for Facebook. Yes, we got that. However, we're looking at a candlestick chart, right? And that's basically what each of these little lovely colors represent, right? These are candlesticks, and each one represents a buyer sell order that was completed, right, in the past. So this candlestick right here represents the last trade that was done at the closing of the bell, right? Last trade for the day. Now, when I'm looking at a chart like this, what I do is I look down and to the left because my trading strategy relies completely on uh, past price action, right? So that's what all these candlesticks represent to me. It's past action that took place as it relates to this Facebook stock. And what I'm looking for is consistency, right? Consistency is like the name of the game. You might be looking at this and you're like, consistency, what is this guy talking about? But that's in fact the name of the game. You're looking for patterns, right? Because again, all these candles represent are sell orders and buy orders. So for example, current price at the closing of the day, like I mentioned right here, this red candle. Now for me, my strategy, I look down and to the left, right? What I'm looking for to the left are short candles, right? These two that you see here, or actually three that you see here, these would be considered a base. And what that means is price lingered in this area before it took off, right? So usually institutions, banks, large institutions are the ones who really drive price action, right? Don't be fooled. Individual traders, we don't really move markets. When you see these big moves, it's typically institutions and banks that are really buying or selling a given stock that really drives the market in 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 your favor or not, quite frankly, right? So, like I said, when I'm looking at this base here, I know that there's more orders in this price point, right? So you look over and to the left, you see those numbers moving there, right? That's basically the price point that these candles represent. So I know that there are still interest, at least, in this general area here, right? So what I would do is I would get my little horizontal ray and I'll mark that point at the highest tip of that candle. And I would take another one and I would mark it at the lowest tip, right? And this is the representation again of my base, right? And usually I go ahead and I, add some color into it, further demarcating or making it a bit more obvious, more clear, so I know what I'm looking at, right? So what we're looking at here is, this is where I would basically buy this stock if I decided to take this trade, right? Because I see that there's a sell-off going on with Facebook, and chances are when market opens up, it's going to dip into this area. However, what I usually would do, just to make sure I don't lose my shirt or lose too much, I have a stop order as well, right? So the stop order is this line right here. So what I mean by that is, I'm willing to lose this amount of money should this candle come in, right? Thereby giving me entry into the trade. In other words, when I say entry, I mean I would buy it at this price point, right? And then I would be in the trade. And the assumption is that I'm making with this strategy is that price will dip down and retrace. Why? Because that's what price did in the past, right? Price came to this base area here and it went back up, right? So again, this strategy all depends on the previous price point action that any stock uh, did. Because really, this strategy could be used with any, any stock trade or any forex trade, because the charts don't lie. The charts show you what's there. One of my instructors in the past, they said um, never try to see what is not there, because the charts will tell you where the opportunities are and where there aren't. So just look at the chart and take action. I might make more videos just to further elucidate, how I would get to this stage of it, because this stage of the trading strategy is almost the final stage. There's several steps that I would have to do before getting to this stage as well. But just making this video, throwing it out, maybe someone might learn something from it. If you do, if you'd like to see more of these, let me know. Keep watching Rated T Plus. You never know what I'm going to be putting out, but rest assured, I will try to put out information that is beneficial, that you can learn from, and in this case, you can even make money from, right? Because the stock market, it's open to everyone. It doesn't discriminate, right? The stock market is, one of the ways that folks can try to fight back against this current reality that we all find ourselves in. So, not to get too heavy, but again, this is one of the strategies that I use when I'm trying to decide how to get in or buy a stock, right? It's just a basic technical analysis. Again, there's other things called odds enhancers that played a role that I didn't necessarily go into in this video, but there's odd enhancers that basically further, I guess, confirms why I would go ahead and take this trade here at this particular price point or even lower, right? But again, just wanted to whet your appetite a bit, and let me know what you think about this video. If you want to see more, let me know. If not, then I'll just keep on trading. Peace.